had in between that time, or is there a danger that it interrupts rhythm a little bit, particularly after two straight wins?
Well, there's two different parts of your question. You asked about Arsenal's workload, or you talked about us not having quite as much. So, look, I think I'd rather have my football having more pattern to it than what it has been. I think we've had too many periods of time off. But it's partly our own fault. When you're out the FA Cup, then you quite often you miss the games. But we've also found ourselves quite a lot of midweek fixtures this season as well. From Arsenal's point of view, they're very lucky that they're in all the competitions. But I also know how difficult that is when you're in European football and getting yourself turned around and getting ready for another game. It's not an easy thing to do.
For yourselves though, how important was it to get those back-to-back wins when you're going into a run of 4 games and teams above you in the table?
Yeah, it was really important, because it keeps us probably in around the position we've been for a long part of the season. We've been sort of bobbing around the middle of the table. Sometimes we've moved up a bit, sometimes we've dropped down. The league's been really tight, whether it be a point or a goal or whatever it may be, could make a big difference. So we've probably been there for most of the season, so hopefully we can sort of get another couple of back-to-back wins between now and the end of the season as well.
Easy for us to say you should take confidence going to the Emirates as well, given your away record, how you acquitted yourselves on the road as well, and how you acquitted yourselves against Arsenal at Hill Dickinson earlier this season. But how do you see it?
Well, we've not got a great record going to. I was nearly going to say Highbury. Not got a great record going to Arsenal, but I don't know if many teams have this year. They've got a good home record, but we've done quite well on the road. But look, we've got a bit of confidence. We've been playing well in the last few games, so we can only go and try it against who are probably the best team in the country at the moment.
You've also made a habit of changing records though since you've been back.
Yeah, and that's part of the job, isn't it? We played Arsenal at home and we done pretty well on the night. They won the game by a penalty kick, but we've got to try and make it close and tight again and give ourselves every opportunity.
And you should have had a penalty.
And yeah, we should have. Yeah, it was proved that it should have been a penalty. Yeah.
Finally for me, David. Anyway, what do you make of the criticism of Arsenal this season, though, being over-reliant on set pieces, and that's negatively impacted the Premier League as a whole?
I was going to say to you, what criticism? They've done brilliant, Arsenal. Mikel's done brilliant. I know they've been runners up to Man City, well, there's absolutely no shame in that. Over the last sort of decade, how good Manchester City have been. He's done a brilliant job at Arsenal. He's got a great team, and I think they're probably in as big a chance this year of winning the league as they've ever had. They're right in the mix with the Champions League. They've got the League Cup, they're in the FA Cup. So I'd have to question the people who have been critical, that's for sure.
Thanks, David.
We'll go to Richard at Premier League.
David, just picking up on what Vinny was saying there, how do you prepare your team for a challenge like Arsenal? Because yes, they are physical, yes, they do well at set pieces, they're a lot more than that.
Well, what's up with any of those things you say? You're making it sound as if that's a problem, because they're good at set pieces and they're a strong physical side, which I don't see any problem with any of that. It's part of the game. And if there's this thing out there where everybody has to play the beautiful game and everything has to be perfect, well, if we all done that, it would be boring. The football would be boring. Part of the reason you people are talking about it, because it might be slightly different from what we've seen for a few years, and people are talking about it, but it's giving you something to talk about.